Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Lost Tower of Ambrosia Agents. As we are getting ready to dive into another chaos-filled session, who knows what will happen to our Dare agents, but before we do that, we are going to go around the table and introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas, my pronouns are he, him, and to answer the internet's many questions, I do breathe. It's just very quick, short breaths, and then I can talk for quite a while. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Whoever would like to go first? Anything also that you want to plug, feel free.
Did I go first since I was here first? I think that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm Thomas. Pronouns he, they. I've been here before. If you remember the Lancer games, they were very fun. I will try not to play such an awkward, socially inept character this time. You never know. We shall see. Yeah, you can. I have my own actual play podcast that is on a very long hiatus. So please, if you want to catch up, now is the perfect time. There's plenty of stuff to catch up on. 10 Million Hit Point Planet is probably some of the best stuff that we've put out. It's 8 episodes. I put way too much effort sourcing every Dragon Ball Z sound effect I could to just improve the impacts of that game. So, yeah, that's me for now.
Nico.
Hey everyone, I'm Nico. My pronouns are he, him, and this is my first time on the Ballad stream. So, after seeing other things, I am hoping my character at least makes it halfway through the stream. My shows that I'm from, I have an actual play called A Fool's Quest. That's part of a podcast network called Creative Typo, and then I have an audio drama called The ISFAT Archives that I wrote. Outside of that, thanks for having me on.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, and I've previously been on Rise Near Lathotep and Phantom Ice here on the Ballad at the Seven Dice channel. Currently playing Mouse Rider over on Take Your Roll, where my mouse got turned into a cat mouse. So she's going through a very troubling time in her life. And I'm looking forward to tonight. I got a fun idea.
And Natalie.
Hi, I'm Natalie. She, her. This is my second only stream. But I totally didn't play last 2 games ago, so I have no idea what's going on.
All right, for our dear audience, I'm going to go through a little bit about the game, but to give you an idea, everything in this game will be improv. Now, that means we're going to be rolling up the characters on stream. We're going to be rolling up the monster, the setting, the goals, all that stuff is going to be predetermined before we dive into the game, so everything you hear in this game will be very much come up with on the fly. But before we do that, I will just give a little description about how these characters will be made, and then we're going to roll up some stuff on them. So the characters themselves will have 4 stats. We have face punching, science, occultism, and cursed item. Now, they have 7 points to distribute amongst these 4 stats. So no matter what, at least one of them is going to be a little bit worse than the others. That's as designed. So, you have face punching, everything physical. That is attacking creatures, climbing buildings, throwing cars. Your classic thing that regular humans can do, because they are regular people. We have science. That's science stuff. Chemistry, physics, all that good stuff. All the things that somebody goes, it's science, and that's probably it. Does that include, social sciences and cult? Sure. And then we have occultism. That's your rock magic, your star magic, your demon magic, really all the magics that all humans love coming up with that we can just toss into our lives to give us some explanation. Your god magics, if you like that stuff. All of it's there. It's packed in, fun little cube for a stat. And then cursed item. Each of the agents will be receiving a cursed item that is randomly rolled up, and it will be assigned to them. The points they put into cursed item will help them whenever they're trying to utilize its powers for their own benefit. All right, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and roll 2 percentile for each person. So let's go ahead. We'll just go through the same order that we did before. So Thomas, if you'd like to roll me 2 sets of percentile.
Yeah, give me a sec. So a 63.
Nice. Let's see here.
Oh, that's quite lucky, I hope. And a 68.
All right. You have you are from the Department of Haunted Spiders. These are spiders who are currently being haunted. And then you said 68?
Yep.
Oh, this is a fun one. Phantom Collab. You know, the shit that had candles on Calabra. Why can I not say this word? Candelabra.
Candelabra, yeah.
Aneurysms right in stream. Watch them in real time, everyone. So Phantom Candelabra. So these flames are not able to be put out and tend to cause mass hallucinations.
Ooh.
So do with that as you will. Let's hop on over. Nico, can you please roll me 2 sets of percentile?
Yep. The first one is 49.
All right.
And the second one is 37.
All right. So you are from the Office of Reality Warping Secretaries. Secretaries were they've been so far into this job, they started to warp the world to actually make the schedules work so all the meetings can fit into the day. And then your other one, sorry? The second
37.
one, 37. Oh, it's fun. Haunted camera captures eerie and disturbing images, sometimes of either the past or the future.
Awesome.
Picturing it looking exactly like that camera from the Goosebumps episode, Say Cheese and Die.
I was thinking Camera Obscura from the Fatal Frame games, to be honest.
Oh man, it's taking me back. Eve.
89?
89.
I now realise I didn't get the internet number, and I'm quite disappointed. I was very close.
You are Eve. You are from the Department of Depressed Telepathic Coffee Makers. And what did you get for your item?
25.
25. Oh, this seems fitting for you. You have the Cursed Crown. It grants wonderful powers, but always with a fatal cost.
Oh. Yeah. All right, so this is my suicide vest.
Yeah, essentially. And Natalie.
14.
Oh, 14. Let's see here. Oh, you're from the Department of Invisible Lions.
Oh. And then 82.
82. Oh, it's a little too similar. Let's go a few down. We already did this pen. This pen is listed twice.
Want me to reroll?
No, I'm just going through a few of them. Ooh, howling masks. It's warped faces that cause extreme fear, and when placed on individuals, it will melt their face, but allow them to amplify their voice for a fear effect.
Oh, that's fun.
It's a very very good cost trade off.
Yeah. If you think about it, your face, it's a tradable thing, you know? Gotta collect them all. That's why they came up with Facebook.
And in exchange, it makes you loud.
Yeah, and you know what? So many people on the internet love to be loud. All right.
And loud helps with all the screaming you're going to be doing as your face melts off.
Right. Okay, so while our players are finishing putting away their points, because sometimes your point ideas change a little bit when you get a different item, I am going to describe a little bit about this game. So this game relies entirely on rolling a d12 for your rolls. And how this goes is they roll a d12 and they add the appropriate stat to that roll. So a 1 to 6 doesn't go as planned. Things are going to be a little rough. 7 to 9, not so bad, but there's going to be a side effect or consequence. And 10 plus, it's flawless. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, wait a minute though, that means the odds are stacked against them. Yep, that's the idea. That's right. The agents don't often make it through to the other side, but that's the fun of it, because too often our characters live forever in these TTRPG games, so we're just tossing that to the wind. Our player characters also have 5 hit points starting off, and for every point they put into Face Punch, then it increases their HP by that amount. Now you're thinking to yourself, oh, but if they just put all 7 points into Face Punch, they have 12 HP. There's no way they're going down. But that means if I ask them to do any of the other rolls, there's a high chance they're failing. So think about that fun situation. The last thing that can happen for our dear players is they can give in to their cursed item. So these items that are given to them hold on to these cursed energies, and they're able to sacrifice parts of themselves, their creativity, their free will, body parts, memories, that kind of stuff. The larger and more, I'd say, the thing that you care about more, that you're sacrificing, you are going to get a greater power from it. So we're going to see how today goes, because words are evading me. But the general idea is that cursed creatures and entities and items have been starting to evade Earth since the 1800s, and it's only been getting worse. You know, there might have been 1 or 2 items showing up every 10 years, and it's now getting to the point where it's every single day. So, without further ado, I am going to lead us in. Is everyone ready?
I'm good.
Ready, rock?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Present-day Earth, the LTA stands as a last line of defense against the cursed creations that threaten to overwhelm our world. Trained to the best of your abilities, you, as agents, navigate the bizarre and unpredictable nature of cursed entities. Recruitment into the agency came through your own harrowing encounters with these inexplicable phenomena, making you both a defender and, potentially, a victim of the cursed forces that plague our reality. The LTA's mission is clear. Protect the planet, halt the encroaching darkness, and prevent the world from being consumed by these otherworldly horrors. In a world where training for such encounters is a challenge, the agency relies on the wisdom of fortune tellers, soothsayers, and precog experts, though often unreliable, to predict where the next attack will strike. As agents, your fieldwork is a delicate dance with the unknown, armed not only with your training, but also with random cursed items assigned to you. Beware for lingering too long with a single cursed artifact. Risk the curse seeping into your very essence, turning you yourself into a cursed entity. Brace yourself, agents, as you embark on a mission that could very well be your last. Welcome to the Lost Tower of Ambrosia. May you be the force that brings a better tomorrow. So, you all are entering into a briefing room. A large oval table takes up most of the space, surrounded by chairs, and on one side of the room there is this wall composed of large screens. On the screens it is displaying a number of things, such as these plants that are starting to grow over a lot of these small rural towns, as well as a lot of fast food restaurants that have giant signs over them, marking them as closed for maintenance, as we watch as people who were once dead wander slowly amongst their greasy tables. In walks Special Agent Kyle of Kyle Corp, wearing a suit completely composed of small, almost translucent white spiders. He has a fedora composed of these spiders, and all the spiders are moving around, almost creating this wavy appearance to his suit. And he is wearing these large aviators as he steps in front of you. He takes out his cup that is composed of these spiders and begins to pour hot coffee in as we hear all the spiders shriek as they just quickly crawl away. Oh my god! You can't get a decent cup of coffee here! This place is the worst. All right, agents. I did not look at any of the reports or anything that says who you are, so let's go around the table, have a fun little introduction while I try to use a styrofoam cup. And if everyone would like to go around the table and introduce their characters.
Yeah, might as well start with me again. So, hello, I'm Ronald Seamus O'Reilly McDonald McDougall 12, but you can just call me Ronnie. Don't mind the cobwebs. That's just how the spiders are around here. You know, for ghost haunted spiders, those webs, surprisingly resilient. Just a very tall dungarees. So for a supposed scientist, he looks very farm boyish.
Nice.
I'll go next. Here, take this instead. And I hand over a coffee mug that I had in my pocket. What kind of administrative assistant would I be if I didn't carry around an extra mug for the leadership of my company? So, hey, yeah, please take this cup instead of that styrofoam and spidery thing. I'm Norman, Norman Forgettable. Most people just call me Norm. But yeah, I think I was supposed to send someone else here, but there was a mix-up, so they sent the admin instead. But here, happy to help, sir.
Thanks,
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Armin. Let's see, takes the cup from you.
It's no, you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
You see a floating lab coat with a bunch of stains on it, and you hear of like some very heavy nasally breathing. Excuse me, where's the bathroom? And then all of a sudden, this muscular hand reaches out and grabs it and just throws it out the door. You see stepping up an absolutely jacked man in Oakley's, and he says, "Captain Trip Testicles, reporting as ordered." Kyle, you son of a bitch. I see they got you pushing pencils. Kyle has never met this man before. And he walks up and he goes to do the Predator handshake. And I can only imagine it's like a brick hitting a wet noodle.
That's right. We do hear an audible crack in Kyle's forearm. Ah! As the quick handshake happens. It's a pleasure to see/meet you as well. Oh my god! As he flexes his arm and we can hear the bones snap and heal back together. Well, yes, that was an Oh, you crushed a lot of spiders.
There's more where that came from, always is.
Are you okay? Do you need a Band-Aid? And Karen walks up and she's like, and you need to be very careful that that coffee looks a little hot. Maybe you should test it first. And are you, Mr. Kyle, are you okay? Do you feel okay? That looked like it hurt a little bit.
No, I'm always all right. I'm very secure in my masculinity. I'll test the coffee now. And he takes out just a ridiculous-sized handgun and shoots it as it fires right through there. Oh, my... It's leaking everywhere. That's the last...
Let me poor... Okay.
I'm trying to do the Texas thing.
Like kindergarten teacher just... Okay, well... Give me 1 second. All right. Why don't you just go back to what you were doing and we'll get you a new cup.
Perfect.
Okay.
Kyle adjusts the spiders to make more of a cowboy hat. All right. So, listen up. Things have been going a little bit whack-doodle out there, and I think you're all the perfect fit for this job. What's the job, you say? And now, to roll up the job. So I want each of you to roll me up some percentile. And we're going to go around this lovely table and we're going to see what we get. So
89.
Oh my god. I have too many documents open.
I generally thought I rolled a 60 again. I was going to be annoyed. Oh, but what internet number?
Huh. Okay, here we go. I almost thought I lost it. All right, so you got 89.
Yep.
25.
All right. Oh, just
Good.
one moment. So 89, we will be at a water treatment facility.
Ooh.
All right.
I like it wet.
Easy to deal with spiders with water. Can always drown them.
And we got 45, you said?
25.
25. All right, going through here. Oh, a hybrid. A hybrid between a penguin and a bat. Love it.
Aw.
They like it wet too. I
Oh,
know
it's a
about
penguin.
penguins.
All right. And then Eve.
32.
32. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
I don't know.
okay. It has a rare holy relic that's been stabbed into the side of its head.
Oh,
Nice.
guy.
And Natalie,
23.
23. Let's make that. You know what, though? I like it.
My numbers.
So, we're having an issue with a classic one. This one happens all the time, I imagine, except this is the first. We have a penguin bat. Now, it was terrorizing some local churches, but I suppose one of the people got mad and stabbed it in the side of the head with one of their holy relics. It didn't work so well. The person was immediately burned to death. It seems that this penguin bat now has an ability to just continuously vomit lava.
Oh.
And it's trying to go to the water treatment facility to turn the water into lava. That classic old church thing that people do.
Nurse. Mm-mm.
I
So
don't really like that, no.
you gotta get on over there, stop this creature, and make sure that it's not turning all the water into lava, because people can't drink that stuff.
Spiders can.
That is one movie, yes. Where the spiders live in a volcano and no, anyways, and slaps a button, and then suddenly your chairs just go straight, and you go into these tubes as all of you are sliding down them. Probably Captain Trip, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze as you're going through.
Ugh, my biceps are too huge for this tube.
So all of you go down and you fall into this ball pit, and this ball pit smells weirdly of nutmeg and vinegar as you're just like flailing around. There's so many of these tiny little plastic balls everywhere, a couple band-aids, the classics, and you can hear the rumbling of a really shitty station wagon.
All right, everyone, let's get in line. All right, come on.
Oh, I've got the ball stuck to me.
Hurting
Hold
him.
on. All
I
these
call
webs.
shotgun.
Could you
covered
help me
in-
out of the ball pit? And there's a little old man who's holding up his hand. He's got these very large glasses, these like curly hairs over his shoulders as he lifts a hand up. Oh, don't touch that one! It's
Sorry, you're not with that group.
it's a uvula! The car yells at you over its radio.
Wait. But Mum always said you got to be nice to people and help them out. I'll just go and,
spirit!
yeah, just go and give him a yank.
Yeah, alright, give me a face punch. You didn't even leave the facility yet.
No, I'm fucking always got to be nice to strangers. That's what Mummy McDougal always says. Got an 8.
Alright, so You grab on to this old man's hand, and it's very sticky. It's too sticky. Like when you pull your hand away, the mucus like pulls as their skin and everything starts to melt a little bit. Oh, yes, just like that. And you pull your hand away just in time as this mouth in the ball pit snaps down. But you do have this mucus like burns your hands. You take a single point of harm, but you rush out of the ball pit.
Oh,
Do you need a band-aid?
yes, please.
She reaches into her apron and gives you a band-aid. And it has
thank you.
some superhero knockoff on it.
No, not Spooder, man. Not more spiders. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
the ball pit's getting more creative. I keep telling them we really shouldn't put the agents in the ball pit when we know there are monsters in the ball pit, but you know management, always trying to save a dime.
Well, okay. Alright, it is.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah, Captain Testicles is already in the passenger seat.
Make
All
sure-
right, let's
do you
blow
seatbelt?
this popsicle stand. He is not wearing a seatbelt.
Always got to put your seatbelt on. It's always safer.
Yeah, Norm buckles up right away. Like, are we on schedule? I feel like we're not on schedule. We're running behind already.
I am always late. It is due to my depression. As the car starts up and starts moving along, you enter into this hallway that is filled with all these twisted bodies veiled in shadows that are making up the walls and the ground. It's a bumpy way along. The car's talking to you. Yeah, so that was probably my first time. I tried to go to car therapy, and everybody just, all the other cars there weren't really saying anything, and then I found out son of a bitch dropped me off at a mechanic shop, and you feel a different way when someone's tuned you up.
Don't sound like I've done a good job, though. You sound a bit... Got an engine... Something in your engine, maybe?
Oh, it's a Moonburger. Oh, it's so good, though. The worst part of being a cursed car is my tongue still exists in human form, and you can put food on it, and I can taste it. I cannot eat it, though. I just taste.
Oh, don't come near me, then. I've got a lot of spiders.
You know where
Spiders don't taste so good.
You know where you normally have the plug to plug your car in overnight in winter? That's where my tongue is. So many bugs. So much dirt.
Spiders.
And as you're going, you hear somebody go, "Wait, I'm not dead in the hit," and just boom. And it's like, every time. And you keep carrying on as you leave this tunnel, entering into the outskirts of this large city, and you see that there is this water facility, looking just like water facilities always do. They store the water, they clean the water, they have machinery that works specifically with water. The problem is that somebody's trying to put lava through it. So there is a lot of fire that is currently operating within this water treatment plant, and it's not looking great. All right, this is where I leave you.
Bye,
Captain
car.
Testicles gets out and he takes off his glasses and says, "Looks like we're going in hot." And he puts his Oakleys back on.
I feel like Captain Testicles is like a character from Cow and Chicken or Ren and Stimpy.
like the coach or whatever.
And when they blink, they blink the sweat off their eyes. It's like all right.
I didn't realise fire could burn. That doesn't look so good.
So you all get ejected out of the car as it quickly speeds away, not wanting to be here. You see Moon Water Treatment Facility Plant in a large sign with a happy little moon and water spraying out of some of the little craters in its head. I don't know why this is the imagery they decided to go with for this place. And you see there is a fence that surrounds this plant, and there's a little toll booth where you see that there's this lady sitting in there.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and walk right up to her. Hi, we're here for the guided tour.
The guided tour. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Miss Karen from the school down the street. We had an appointment for a field trip, and this is just to get ready for the field trip. May I speak to your supervisor?
They start like taking pictures of themselves and they hit like go live on their generic brand social media. Hey everyone, person in line A here. Yeah, at the toll booth again because everyone wants to meet me. I'm so famous. We got another one who wants a tour, wants to speak with the manager. Well, you know what? The manager quit due to bullying because I bullied them.
I
Bullying's
also
not
pull out my
nice.
camera and take a picture. Click, click with my
Instant
haunted
poses.
camera. Sweet.
I
Bullying's
will
not
Oh,
say,
wait,
like,
you're using...
out of character.
wait.
Yes.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
camera's so much different. Please roll me your cursed item.
Real quick, out of character, bullying your manager into quitting is pretty base.
Oh no, yeah, that's awesome, but no.
But this person is...
I got a 12. I got a 12 for that.
All right, so you're taking pictures, and you do see in the pictures as you're like kind of, waving them around, making the picture appear as you do with old-fashioned things. You see that they are like doubled over, just throwing up in their booth.
Oh. It looks like someone touched their uvula as well. I'll show the picture to the rest of the team.
No, I don't like
Karen
people
quickly takes a step back because she's
Mm.
used to projectile vomiting and she knows what's about to happen.
vomiting.
I've been sitting
Spiders.
here eating nothing but 5-day-old meatballs that I left out in the sun to slow cook.
No, that's not
I
good.
also take a step back. That'll do it.
They taste like acidic rain, I think is a good descriptor. That's my
From the
favorite
moon?
Big
flavor.
words.
I don't trust moons. That's why I work at this.
Mm.
Oh, there's a moon on that sign. Well, just goes to show you. Sometimes life's a little silly. They take a picture of themselves. They have two phones.
All right.
One streaming.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna go in now.
What?
Everybody lock and load.
No, I can't. I
Captain
can't.
Testicles pulls out a big ass M4 with like just too much shit on it. It's got like 3 lasers and 2 flashlights. There's just too much junk. on
That's
this.
so fake. I don't even believe it. There's way too much stuff on there. I don't believe it.
No,
I feel like
This
you're
isn't
you're
fake.
overcompensating, aren't you?
this isn't fake. I'm not overcompensating. This is tactical. This is what an operator looks
Yeah,
like.
but those sunglasses are what divorced dads are wearing these days. Are you you've put on a lot of muscle. You have a lot of it looks like a charm bracelet on your gun or something. I don't know what that is. Are you going through something?
She is reading us for film.
They still got
Wow,
their
you're just
camera
like
streaming.
you're just giving away all of Captain Trip Testicles' secrets right off the bat, aren't you?
Maybe they're a
See
therapist.
that easy to read? Did it make it that easy to read? Is this guy that obvious?
A
Yes.
little bit, yeah.
Tears.
No.
Well, now I'm feeling
No.
bad in 2 different ways, emotionally and physically. I'm just gonna have one more meatball, and she lifts
No,
it up,
don't do
and there's
that.
like these little hairs that are growing off it and like moving around in different directions. This one's a little bit spicy. It takes a bite of it, immediately just starts throwing up everywhere.
Why would you eat that meatball?
I don't know. I thought it would be fun. I got the recipe from one of the body hackers saying that you should be careful of all things green and healthy.
This is that woke culture.
Because they have defense chemicals
Anti-plant-based.
that only affect bugs. But I learned if I eat a trunk full of broccoli, those defense chemicals are going to affect me in a single day.
Wait, is that
You have to
true?
have fruits and vegetables and meat. Make sure you get all of your food groups.
Maybe I'll just have one more bite. just one more.
Don't you eat that meatball.
Just slap out their hand. Just like reach over, like, no, you shouldn't do that. There's no.
No effort. He's just like,
Stop
no.
it.
It's just it falls down to the ground, grows little legs, and crawls away.
Spider meatball. Oh. No, we're fine.
All right, fine. I'll let you through because I don't even want this anymore. And hits the button as the gate slowly opens up. I'm taking a sick day, and by sick day I mean sick week stream. And
Just don't come back.
I
I think
slide
no
the
one will
Polaroid.
notice.
I slide the Polaroid over to her. I'm like, this is for you.
oh,
I hope you feel better.
Oh wow, this is so retro. I'm gonna put it on my fridge. So now
Luckily,
that
I
walk
like
on in.
spiders.
you've cleared the gate, the biggest obstacle.
Captain
I'm gonna
Testicles
look for
does
a
a
map
series
of the
of hand
facility.
motions.
Just go. What does this mean? Oh, hello, testicles. Hello. Yeah. Hi. Why is he
like a
waving?
map of like, you are here.
Yeah, and you know what? It's got the fun little moon mascot that's like doing a little dance. They got water shooting out of their craters, and they're like, "Hi, you're at
Hate
the
when that happens.
entrance." This little hologram pops up because they invested way too much of the city's money in this, instead of actually improving the infrastructure of the water treatment plant. Just like most, politically run things. Hey there, welcome. I'm here to help you out. I'm Moonwater.
As somebody who used to live near a water treatment plant, I can tell you how unfun visiting a water treatment plant would be. It reeks.
Are you
Because
work next
it's
door. It's
just
great.
a bunch of piss and shit and sewage.
Are you here to get yourself a souvenir?
Oh, is there a gift shop?
There's always a
Oh.
gift shop, and it's overpriced. That's a lunar guarantee.
Maybe they'll do a trade for spiders.
That's a currency in some places. I have a lot of responses pre-programmed in, including this one.
I think we could pencil in some time to go check out the gift shop. If we just bump back our 3 o'clock, we should be okay.
Perfect. It's just through that side door. And it points towards it in like wobbly arms. You see there's a little door off to the side that says gift shop, and there's like the main entrance that says boring entrance. And you can just hear not only the sounds of the water treatment facility, but also the fire raging in the background and some screams.
We could deal with that
Trip
later.
tries to grab the collar of this hologram and says, "Holographic moon monster, where's the penguin bat?"
Oh my god, I'm pre-programmed to pretend that somebody grabbed my collar. Are you looking for a penguin bat
Yes.
that's been stabbed by a holy relic?
You nailed it.
That's just over in the boss's office, where all the controls for the water is. Classic.
And that goes. That's Bass, the gift shop, right?
Yep.
Well, there we go. Gift shop.
All right, we're done here.
All right, guys, let's go. And just Karen starts walking off.
Now I'm going to play my pre-programmed trauma as it just crouches down and starts rocking back and forth saying, I almost died. I almost died.
Yeah, we all have.
That tracks. All right. Gift shop. I need
Gift
to find the
shop.
teddy.
T-shirt. My shirts don't always fit, so T-shirt.
And a coffee cup. I need to replace the one I gave to Kyle.
And a
All right,
snow
everybody.
globe without any spider eggs.
Oh, I wonder if they have any lions. I'd like some more lions.
All
Did
right,
you know
preach
sometimes
and clear.
lions aren't actually there, but they are. It's called magic.
Oh,
right as Karen says magic, Captain Testicles kicks open the door and just like dumps a mag from his hip just into the gift shop.
Welcome
just
to the
spraying across the entire thing.
You
Friend, that
shoot
was not very
down-
nice of you.
You
You
shoot
go
down the main.
apologize to that now dead person.
Yeah. They're lying there. They twitch a few times. Their fun little death twitch, and you can hear as you like look. You've shot them. You've shattered a number of mugs. Over off behind the counter, you can hear some crunching sounds. And there's a little door leading
down.
Snow globe. Just, sir, do you trade in spiders for your t-shirts and snow globes?
Funny enough, yeah.
Oh, well, perfect. My pockets are full with them. Here we go. Just dumping spiders on it.
And the spiders quickly crawl into the bullet holes that are placed in
Oh,
the
yeah, they'll do
person
that.
running underneath the skin of the individual as they twitch their last final moments of life. Happy that they gave a little bit more of their life energy to the shareholders.
Perfect. Just scooping up a t-shirt, like just as many t-shirts and snow globes that Ronick can carry.
Fun Moonwater t-shirts, snow globes. They have like a little fountain where it's the Moonwater person. They're in like a fun pose with water shooting out of their head, and it says like "This is treated water" on it. And there's also a one where it's untreated water if you want that. You know, so everybody's got their own thing. And yeah, and then there's just like the till you see set up. Behind the till, there is some very limited edition Moonwater water in Moonwater water bottles. And then you also hear just a continuous crunching.
Hey, Ronnie, I found a coffee cup over here, but I left my wallet back at the office. Could you drop some more spiders off?
Oh,
for me?
yeah, just sleeve and then just roll out. There we go.
Thank you.
I am
Appreciate
always
it.
itchy.
No lions. So look, Karen's just gonna like look around for one of the stuffed moon people, and like, okay, I'll put this one for the treasure box. And she kind of takes one and puts it on the till after stepping over the body. And oh, Mr. Ronnie, can you also help me out? You look so wealthy with your spiders.
Of course. Takes off a shoe and just, there we go.
And they're all
Few
just
more.
going into this body as it's starting to twist and move on its own, lifting itself up like a marionette.
Oh, that's no, that happened to Mick yesterday. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it in the eyes and you'll be fine.
I require moon water bottle.
Oh, yeah, no worries. There you go. More spiders. Just
Well, if he's an employee, he might get it as a discount.
oh right, yeah. That means I can hold on, go on like the back of his pants to try and find like some in here somewhere. There you go. Just a small handful. Just as they scatter back up the. Oh no, hold on. There's more.
And they just continue to sort of drag their body over to behind the counter where the crunching's happening. They look down at the ground for a moment, then look back up and are trying really shakily to move a key to unlock the back.
Well, you seem good with doors, Captain. Well, you know, kick away.
The glass cabinet that's holding the Moonwater water bottles?
Well, man. Who needs dexterity when you can just smash things?
That's the spirit.
That's what Mama McDougal always says. Yeah, like, you can smash it all, I guess.
Are you doing this, Ronnie?
Well,
Or are you going to let or Captain Testicles?
if the captain doesn't want to do it, I'll do it.
Captain Testicles pops some of his male vitality pills, and then like just full on elbows it.
Is he just like pouring creatine into his mouth like when no one's looking? Just
Pretty much, yeah.
I need the powder, I need the protein.
The moment I stop trying to acquire gains, the gains leave the body.
They leave.
Vacate me too quickly. Yeah, he's elbowing the case.
Yeah, so you just elbow smash this case. These Moonwater water bottles just start hitting down on the ground. As you look down, you see that there looks to be a Moonburger restaurant table that is just eating the remains of a corpse just on the ground. It has like a fun little face that's been like painted on it that's eating this body. And it starts to look up at you.
You may have seen something like that before.
No, but it's always good to ask. Do you like spiders?
It goes to bite Captain Testicles.
Yes, Captain Testicles draws his like just way oversized combat knife.
All right, so
Gotta just try to stab it.
yeah, roll me a face punch.
Rolling that face punch. Yeah, that's a 9.
So you go and you have so much confidence, but then this moment hits you as you're bringing this knife down. You remember why you bought this knife? Like you were showing off to your insert child here that like, look at the size of this cool knife that I bought, and it crushed you a little bit when they wouldn't even look up from their phone. They just weren't interested in the size of your knife when you were trying to show off on the weekend that you had as you bring the knife down.
Really?
And it bites your arm as you stab the knife, just severing the table in two with your unrealistic strength. And you are taking just a single harm as it bites down and you just rip it off. And the spider the spider person begins to take the moon water bottle and twist it open and begin drinking moon water.
That'll do good with the bullet wounds.
I'm gonna get another Band-Aid out and just put it right on Captain Testicles. I just not have this.
Testicles.
Did Captain Testicles get the name change to Captain Testicles?
Secrets will be revealed in time.
All right.
You're saying that's not his Christian name? Oh, what?
So, Norman Forgettable, we have not forgotten about you. As you are in the back, you're looking over. There's so many office supplies in here, just perfect for an admin assistant. As you're going through all the Moonwater branded office supplies, and you hear this sizzling. You smell the smell of burning as you are holding on to this clipboard, and this bit of magma just drops down, burns a hole through the clipboard, and hits down onto the ground as you slowly look up and see that the ceiling is melting, and a lot of this is about to pour down on all of you. What would you like to do, Norman Forgettable?
I'm going to probably shout for help first, but then I'm also going to throw that clipboard on the ground and immediately look for a notebook or another clipboard, or maybe like one of those like paper cutter things that are flat that I can like put over my head and then run back toward the others, because I am not the strong person of this group. I am specifically the one that stands behind everyone where I thought I was safe. So I'm like, help, as I'm running back.
All right.
Captain
All right,
Trip
guys, well, it looks-
Testicles.
Go ahead.
Captain Trip Testicles runs away first.
Oh, Trip, the little penguin thing's this way, though. Where are you going?
Oh no!
Make me a face punching, Norman.
Oh no, that is a 2.
Nice. So you grab onto this notebook, and unfortunately, this is like it's made very cheaply. It does say caution at double flammable. Who makes double flammable items? Well, you know, the waterproofing on it makes it very easy to light on fire. So you lift this notepad above your head, start going as the lava falls onto it, and it just bursts into a ball of flames, burning your hands as you throw it across the room. Your like sleeves are on fire as you're trying to pat them out, running towards everyone, and you're taking 2 harm.
Oh, Norman.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna grab a
Band-Aid!
fire extinguisher.
Band-Aid!
I see trouble.
Do you run
I don't
towards
stop,
the,
drop, and
the
roll.
magma falling from the ceiling, Karen?
Is it so? So is it between me and the rest of the
No,
party,
it's like where
or
you. So like think of the room like a fun square. You were off in the corner. It's like pouring from there, and
yeah?
so you ran towards the group to get away from it.
Oh no, I'm trying to
Right,
put
right, right.
out
Okay.
Norman.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So you're helping put out this fire. All these damn moon water products are so flammable. Everything's going up in here as the spider individual is like lurching out of the building quickly with its moon water bottle.
I'm proud of them. All right,
You know-
guys, let's go.
It's
Fire
fire
drill.
safety.
I'm gonna have to schedule myself a doctor's appointment when we get back.
Don't worry, spider webs are really good gauze. Just start unraveling just a seemingly infinite thread of spider webs. Just give me, I'll get there eventually.
Take off one of your sleeves, it's fine.
No, but I mean, it is made of spider webs, but no, I can't do that. The Queen Spider gave me that one.
All right, Captain Testicles is already gone. That's what I heard you say, I swear.
Yeah, first
Yep.
one out. Yep.
Yeah.
First one out.
And so I'm starting to herd the other two of them out of the building, or not of the building, but out of the gift shop towards the boss's office. All right, come on, guys, come on.
Oh, I'm going. Just isn't the penguin thing over there?
I'm walking with my hands up in the air, like not touching my body, like going sideways through the door.
I'll bandage you up. Give me a minute.
So while you two are bandaging up Norman, you rush through this door, Captain Testicles. With your gun just like looking everywhere. You probably have your knife out as well, because why not? And you hear the flapping of wings. You look up and you see this bat penguin, probably roughly the size of a polar bear. Now, if you haven't seen a polar bear in real life, for one, when they roar, it fills you with a primal fear. But for two, when you look at it, it's probably it's like the size of like maybe a car, maybe a little bit smaller. But anyways, it flies overhead. You see that it has this blue and white penguin body with these little flipper feet, but the head is a bat head with a penguin beak, and then it has two large bat wings that flaps, and it's got a little penguin tail, and it just flaps right over you, and it's just throwing up lava everywhere. You can see sticking out of its head is a insert generic religious artifact. It looks terrible.
I know that religious artifact. I recognize that religion.
You know, this religion often talks about thou shall be consumed by magma. And that maybe where it's come from. But while this magma is being poured out of its mouth, what are you doing? Because it's being rained down upon you. Oops.
Oh, Captain Testicles, can't forget that last part, is searching for cover, because unfortunately, no amount of bullets and muscle can fight magma.
That's fair. What do you think you would roll for this?
Oh no, I'm bad at things. I'm good at one thing.
I'm so grateful I decided not to make Ronnie the one thing. I did slightly change.
To be fair, originally I was thinking about just playing a bear. Nothing special about the bear, just a normal bear.
It is a bear.
Trips got about the same stats as a normal bear. There's probably a science, I would think.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Try to figure out where you can put your head that ain't gonna get melted by lava.
It's the South Park duck and cover, and the lava goes right over you.
Yep.
Well, that's 7.
All right, so not too bad. You're looking around. This is sort of like the lobby area. They have the nice fountain. You always have a fountain in your lobby, and there's stairs leading upwards to other parts of the facility. There's a little reception desk. But you see there is just these weird stone, weird statues of Moon, the Moon Water, that is just like dancing around, having a lot of fun. And you think, well, liquid rock and then solid rock. Solid rock is stronger. This will probably protect me from the liquid rock. So you rush under it.
Checks out.
The problem is that the moment you get under it and you try to like hunker down, you're just too swole. You're too yoked as this magma is pouring down and it burns your shoulder. So you take a
You
single
can only
arm.
do a limited squat.
Who knew that swell could actually get you killed? Not save your life.
But this bat penguin is rushing off through the facility, and it seems to be going deeper into the stinkier parts.
Ooh, that's
So,
fun.
how much did I get burned?
One harm.
Uh-huh.
My 511 t-shirt. This cost me $130.
It's a very normal looking t-shirt. It just has the 511 logo on it.
So
I hate this man.
all right, listen. There is a person I follow on TikTok. They have done this comedy bit where they open up these cards that they had made called Divorced Dads, and they're packs of cards. They're opening them up, and there's way too many of these cards that is lining up currently with Captain Trip Testicles.
I'm just envisioning Liver King, but just like worse. It's so bad.
So all of you are rushing in, and you see the captain is hiding underneath this moon water statue. The penguin bat is flying further into the facility, as you see that it has burned some of his shirt and skin.
Wow, Trip. You actually fought it hand to hand. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's exactly what I did.
Cool.
Oh, friend, are you okay down there? Would you like some help?
I don't need no help from a woman.
Well, that's not very nice. All right, I'm gonna leave you to sit there and think about it. And she just kind of starts walking towards that penguin.
Wait, don't leave.
You and Norman can be friends now. You've both got burn scars because of all the hot rocks.
You do
Sorry, I was
see Norman
marching
coming
back.
out with these bad burns on both hands.
And covered in like spider webs. Just
Yeah,
like,
there we go. Yeah.
Some lovely moon water.
Garros.
those spider webs are going to become your new skin, so don't pick at it.
Okay. I'll take your word for that.
How much spider web to skin ratio currently is Ronnie?
Oh, well, like, for Ronnie, I mean, it's mostly just his clothes. Like, he's doing a kind of Emperor's new outfit kind of thing. All his clothes are made out of spider silk.
Oh, that must be so soft.
Yeah, it'd
That's
be
the
really
whole
nice.
colour. But it's what's on the inside which is terrifying. He is filled with spiders.
Spider silk doesn't do well with fire, so I look forward to this encounter.
Don't worry, I'm used to being in the buff.
So the water's going from the fountain. There's some nice like bossa nova music playing here, just going along. There's the reception counter, and yeah, you do see a receptionist. He's sitting there. He's got AirPods on, just sort of like nodding along, feet on the desk, scrolling on his phone. And there's like little fires
I'll walk up
everywhere from
immediately.
the magma. Huh?
Yeah, I'll walk up and like, hey, receptionist? Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Administrative assistant.
Yeah.
Oh, you had headphones. Had headphones in?
Yeah. Okay.
I get that.
Yeah. Is there something you need or something?
Yeah, we need to get to the control room. We heard the manager's office was this way, that way. Which way to the manager's office?
Listen, I'm kind of like a nepo baby. I'm just trying to live my best life. I don't really want to do the whole like responsibility thing. I don't know.
Everyone's so honest
Does he have a
in Lucas's world. They're
I feel like
they're very
it's better.
straightforward about about their whole deal, no matter how awful it is.
It's better for the world, really. Just lay all the cards out there.
All the cards on the table. Yeah.
did they
Okay,
Did-
thanks for telling me that you suck.
Do they have a computer in front of them?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those old like brick computers. It's too old, but it is there.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna show my badge because, of course, I have a badge. I'm gonna show my badge that is for an administrative assistant. I'm like, I'm Norman Ali, Forgettable. I work here now. I need to take over your computer real quick.
Are you a cop or something?
No,
Yep.
no, I'm just an admin. You know, we run things, so it's.
Oh, you're like government.
Trip looks so like there's just a brief flicker of just immense jealousy at seeing the badge.
No,
it's just-
none of you are given one. It's just somehow Norman has one.
I imagine Norman made it himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like laminated.
He's like, all right, yeah, I managed to get Doom to work on that thing, but that's about as far as I got.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here, slide on over. So, I want to use a science check and see if like we can take a look at the systems and find a way to like shut the water treatment plant down
Yeah.
or make lava stop flowing through it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna that is a 13.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'm either
This old like classic 90s movie map appears. You know, let's go even it's like early 2000s. We're talking like Blade, maybe Blade 2. These maps
Heck
are
yeah.
flying over and showing you the sweet CG that we've spent on this show, and it shows like the farther in the back it's like the exact path you need to take to get to the CEO of water treatment facility is back there, and there's like all the controls in this room, and then shows you these old black and white photos, and he's got like the large like knobs, levers, and everything, and there's just a lot of redacted information.
okay. Sweet. So I'll like jot that map down on a piece of paper because my memory's awful. So I'll just jot that map down on a quick piece of paper, and then I'll also find one of those like sticker sheets where I can write the names of everyone because I saw everyone was jealous that they didn't have name tags. So I'll get name tags for Captain Trip Testicles, for Ronnie McDonald, and Miss Karen, and now everybody's got name tags that they can walk around with.
Whoa, you
So
can
much
write on those things?
Sticker.
Oh yeah. Here, you can have one too. I put Nepo Baby on his.
How'd you know my parents named me?
Whoa.
They said,
What's a Nepo?
well, they said, listen, Nepo baby, you're gonna be exactly what your name is. So live up to it. Live your dreams of siphoning money from your family and getting everyone angry at you that you got the easy way through life. You know what? That's what I'm doing.
That's
doing.
exactly what my parents did when they named me Norm Ali Forgettable. they just knew that I would be forgettable. And so
Look at that.
yeah.
Look at that. Parents look
That's
at
not even my parents' last name.
that.
Their name was also McDonald. I think they're related to Ronnie.
Wow.
Oh, cousins. That's nice.
No, well, I am from the baby family, that owns Baby Corp.
With all this name talk,
all the
Testicles
babies.
gets a distant look in his eyes as he thinks back to his childhood, and all the kids gathered around him, pointing at him and going, "Drip testicles, drip testicles."
That
I
is
knew.
his name?
Yeah, his name is Tripathy Testicles. He insists it's pronounced testicles.
I love that. So you got these parents sitting there going, well, we do have the last name of testicles. What are we going to name our child? It's got to be Tripathy, like your grandfather. And Tripathy Testicles is a very powerful name.
It has honor and much glory will come to this boy with a name like this.
All right.
In a desperate ploy to regain a sense of power by dominating somebody physically weaker than him, he grabs Nepo Baby by the collar and just starts shaking him.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. We want the truth.
Okay.
Where's the big one bat?
What? There's a penguin bat here? There's no way, because I have allergies to both penguins and bats.
What about
But do you have
spiders?
them to penguin bats?
You know what? I never was tested.
You should come with us then. That'd be
All right, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the whole truth because it's got to be known.
I want the truth. Just shake some more.
When Moon Water Facilities was created, the owner, Moon Water, had but one dream: to ensure that mediocre water was sent out to the public. But over time, that dream was lost. A dream was lost to a family that cared only for profits. The baby family. The water name was lost. And out with the water, in with the baby. And they just cared about siphoning every last penny. That's why there's a gift shop. And then you know what happens? My father, Moon Baby, decided to do something that he should never have done. He went onto a fun little game for people to make penguins and hang out in a club. And he stole the code for this game, and he reverse engineered it to create a clone. And he made me.
What? You? Oh.
And that's why I'm allergic to penguins. I'm not sure where the bad allergy came from. That's probably just quite a side effect. But listen,
From your mother's side, probably.
I don't even know. Now I'm sitting here, just Nepo babying, living a very good life. I have very few struggles. I don't even pay rent. But I sit here with a difficult truth. My father reverse engineered Club Penguin's code, and I have to live with that.
Captain Testicles is still holding on to Nepo Baby's collar.
Wait, so are you a clone of the code for Club Penguin, or are you a clone of a penguin from Club Penguin?
Neither. I'm a clone of a man who dreamed too much of baby money and not enough of water.
I
Very
slap the name.
confused.
I slap the name tag on him and just walk away. Like just smack him with the name tag on his chest.
That was
Everybody's
a fun
got name
story,
tags.
friend, but we're gonna get going. Here, have a juice box and take a moment for yourself, okay?
Oh, nice.
And she hands him the Capri Sun juice box from our pack,
Nice.
and then just goes and follows Norman.
He
I think
sits
I'll
down
have
as
my
this.
juice box too.
This may have been the most stressful moment of his life. And he sits back into this luxury chair and stares at the name tag, thinking, wondering.
I can give you some live struggles, and just puts a Black Widow on the desk and then walks away.
Oh, weird. He just stares at it. So you all head in further to the facility. I imagine you're going to the CEO's office. Now, listen.
Yep.
I know all you waterheads out there are sitting going, there's no CEO in a water treatment plant. But when you're dealing with the baby family, you know that they want money. And that means they need a CEO, because CEOs lead to profits and human suffering. That's what a CEO's job is. Profits, human suffering, and to appease shareholders and stakeholders and whatnot. That's what they do. So you
What's CEO
rush
stands for?
off.
A few things are more important than profit. That's why I got into crypto. It's
No.
it's gonna turn around.
Steve, are you like going through a bingo sheet or something? Because this is really good.
I'm I'm also a fan of the web. So yeah.
So you're all rushing down this hallway talking about this, and there's this rumbling as you see that there is lava that is like slowly coming through the vents. How do the vents contain the lava and not melt themselves? How is it coming through there? I don't need to explain science to you, alright? This is how vents work, alright? So the lava is pouring out of the vents and dripping down on the ground as you're rushing towards there. The temperature's increasing. This building is on fire. You are heading towards this owner's building and you smash it open and you see there is this older man. They have their hair all put into sort of like this Marge Simpson esque sort of thing, but it's more shaped a little bit more like the moon the further it goes up, and has like little blue parts that are maybe like styrofoam that are supposed to symbolize the water. And they're sitting at this very large desk. Behind them are ridiculous contraptions that control the facility. Well, well, well. I always knew that you would arrive. You're from Club Penguin, aren't you?
No.
You're here for
No.
my child, my spawn.
No,
No,
friends.
we left Nepo
Stop the
Baby.
lava.
Yeah, Nepo Baby's nice.
Nepo baby. The failure. The attempt. No,
We don't talk mean about people like that.
I speak of my true child, Frankelfurt. And hits a button, and you see the screen appear as this penguin bat shrieks and dives down towards a worker who's swinging a wrench at it, and it just throws up lava all over him as he screams and burns, falls to the ground. Beautiful. Beautiful, isn't it? My child.
It's no spider. But yeah.
When
Can I walk over and push that button again to turn the
Just-
screen off?
Yeah, the screen turns off.
Turn it off. Bloop.
I just
No.
rolled a science real quick to see if Captain Trip Testicles could put this idea together. Because he's seen Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't quite understand everything, but he's like, wait a minute. Did you use bat DNA to fill in the gaps of the penguin DNA? Like they did with the dinosaurs and the frogs and stuff.
That's what you would think. When I reversed the code to Club Penguin, I saw that there was an ability for people to buy these penguin dollar things on there. An easy way to make money. But I saw something deeper in there. There was an essence of greed, desire, power, profits. And I reverse engineered it to allow creation. I added my own DNA into the sequence. It wasn't enough. And he reaches up to the moon on his head and he touches it a little, like you can hear it's like a styrofoam ball tied into his hair. And so I added the next thing that just seemed to make sense. Penguin. It resulted in a creation of disappointment, of lackluster entitlement, of slight Instagram fame. Nepo baby. I almost quit there and then, thinking perhaps the baby money wasn't worth it. Mayhaps I turned back to the water, when one day I was struck by a bat. I was walking, minding my own business, attacking workers on the site with a cattle prod, as CEOs tend to do, when a bat flew out of nowhere, hitting me in the face. The bat itself was wet, coated in a dihydrogen oxide, water. Now, my mind was reeling at this. For one, a bat hit me in the side of the head, and I think I had a minor concussion. But the other part was, water brought me this bat. Water, life, the building blocks. I brought the bat back. I added it in. And it created Frankelfurt. My pride and joy. I didn't anticipate its hatred for religion, but
You could have just said yes to mixing bat and penguin DNA. That's what I asked.
He slaps the table. I have a story to tell. As the
So while he's
styrofoam
been
moon
telling this
moves.
ridiculous story, she's been looking at all the knobs and buttons, and because she can read very far, can look at very far things, has good perception, and just trying to find the one that says "turn off lava."
Yeah. Roll me a science.
Karen's doing that. Just Ronnie, just like, I like your story. Spiders.
15.
Sorry.
15.
Wow. Okay. You do find it's a red button and it says lava, and there's an on and an
Of course it
off
is.
sort of way to push it, and you throw spiders onto this man.
It's on the man. Yeah,
All right.
it's just
I think that.
spiders.
What would it be? I think that'd fall more under occultism. You have like magic spiders.
That's luckily I did put. I have a single point in occultism. Well, that's a 2.
Perfect. You throw these spiders on him, and he goes, "Ha! I anticipated this. You activated my trap card." And as he's saying this, he takes too long, and the spiders just crawl all over him. He's like, "Oh, shit!" And he starts just hitting at these spiders on him, and then the moon is released from his hair. No! No, it's not ready yet! No! And smashing through the wall, Frankelfurt emerges, this penguin bat spewing lava every which way. As it looks to this styrofoam moon sailing through the air, its eyes wide. It craves power. It craves profits. And it dives towards the moon, and while it does, it is throwing up all this lava, and it hits right onto you, Ronnie,
Oh,
as you take 2 harm. And
I'm
it,
assuming I am now naked.
that's true. You have spider silk clothing, so it just burns away a lot of this as it smashes through this styrofoam moon. As the styrofoam moon smashes, a light flashes through here, blinding all of you just for a moment. And you hear this sickening shriek as this creature hits the ground. The religious artifact from Religion A is pushed further into its brain as Frankelfurt screams out, and the energies from the moon egg leach into the creature. And it begins to twist and turn as it grows in size. And it is now this probably about 12 feet tall, its back wings spread out as it flaps, its body very pear-shaped as it sort of like waddles towards all of you. This bat head with a penguin beak as it screams out, spewing more of this liquid rock. As
Careful, it's shaped like that Penelope chick.
as the owner looks up, I dreamed of creating the world's strongest Nepo baby. And I succeeded. As lava pours on him, taking a seat.
Hey, you can't do that. He's got economic power.
What are all you doing? This creature is about to go on a berserk. You do hit the switch to stop the lava, so the natural flow of lava may begin to stop here in the facility. But you still have a bat penguin to deal with.
Captain Trip Testicles is going to do the only thing he can do. Shoot indiscriminately in the vague direction of the giant penguin bat.
So in the direction of everyone?
In the direction of the penguin bat, if people are in the way, that's just collateral
I think
damage.
it's just Ronnie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like, why I'm drawing me clothes.
You just start pulling this trigger. I feel like it's a little bit more out of fear than showing off. But
Yeah, he won't admit it. He's there like, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of dying.
a text pops up on your phone, Captain Trip, as you roll me a face punching while you're shooting. And you know what, Ronnie, why don't you go ahead and roll me one as well?
That is an 11.
All right.
Brain 2. Ooh. Where's my brain not working? 12.
All right, so Ronnie, you dive behind this desk, and it's actual real wood, unlike most plywood desks. And so, the bullets catch as he's Captain Trip. You just start shooting this penguin. The bullets just hit right into its large body as lava is leaking out from the holes, just hitting down on the ground, sizzling and burning. It screams out in pain, and the phone. You look down at your phone, and it says, "Where are you? You're supposed to pick me up."
Oh, Billy, no.
It's your weekend.
I finished soccer practice already, Dad. Where are you? Like, oh God, I'm losing it.
My manly endeavors have caught up to me. I've been hoisted on my own petard.
I'm just too manly. You can't help what happen. I've got a quick idea. If lava could stop water, can water stop lava? I'm not smart, so I'm just throwing something out there. Can we just flood the place?
That's a great idea. Everybody, cheese, and I'm gonna take a picture of the entire
See how
room.
it goes.
Just so that I can let Kyle know that everybody's doing their part.
Good idea. Roll that cursed item.
All right. Nat 12, which means it's a 14.
You take this picture, and you see as you see as Karen is hitting like a few buttons off to the side, and then coordinating it with Ronnie, who's hitting a few buttons, and like water is being released into this room as you're watching. Like you also see like Trip looking down at their phone while also shooting a gun, and you see like a little picture of you. So everything's going well.
Yeah. Hey, everything works out, everyone. There's nothing to worry about.
Nothing could go wrong.
Great
I
work.
like it.
All right, so this.
Oh no, I'm on my way. I will be there shortly. Just wait. Don't call your mom.
We'll get something from the vending machine.
I swear. You want that new video game?
Always remember to take them out to fast food. That's what the Queen Spider does when we do good.
So
Give him this cup.
you get a couple thumbs up after you want that new video game. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And then the penguin who's currently being shot at is a little angry at being shot. So it is going to charge forward at you, Captain Trip Testicles. Please make me a face punch as you need to. I mean, you tell me, would you try to wrestle it, jump out of the way? What do you think you would do?
I think Captain Trip will try to. I just accidentally threw my dice at my dog.
Flex those pecs and just take the hit. That's...
No, Captain Trip Testicles is afraid of death. It's
Tries
biggest
to flex,
fear.
does not
He
work.
fears nothing more than dying, and he knows he is a mortal man, and it
Don't
terrifies
worry,
him.
your ghost will go in one of the spiders.
So, he's gonna try to jump out of the way. Oh, and that is a 16.
So you do this perfect dive as you roll out of the way, come back up, shoot a few more shots at the penguin, finish your text message, and then keep running forward as it's trying to turn itself around and it's getting ready to just lob up more lava. Norman, Karen, and Ronnie, what are you all doing?
I'm fine trying to flood the place.
I'm looking for the button that says flood the place.
All right, I need science roll
Flush
from
it.
each of you.
Oh no, this is a pure dice roll from Ronnie.
I cannot stress enough. I have a 12 again.
Nice.
Good, because I got a 7.
All right, so
So that gives me a 15 again.
Karen, you rush forward. You see the buttons right away. You slap them, and you see the little lights up, and it's like preparing to flood this bitch. And then you're rushing forward, Ronnie. You look around. You see one of the buttons. You slap it. You're looking around for the other. You hear like tick, 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 tick. Because of course there's a timer on the button, and it's stressing you out more as you're standing there, and you're cold and burned. As you're standing, there's spiders crawling all over you. It's like there's a large amount of spiders lower, so nobody can see your naked frame as you find the other button and you press it, but you took too long. You press that button, and the other one's timed out. So you go to press the other one, and something happens. You pull your back. You just kind of like you like hit two things too far away, and you feel that muscle tense up. As you're like, oh. And you take a single point of harm.
Oh, my back. You would think spider chiropractors would be good at it, but they're not. What their stress. Oh.
Meanwhile,
knowing that those two are the two that saved the day, I'm gonna try and distract the penguin bat, and I'm gonna grab a stapler out of my fanny pack. And I'm gonna run over with the stapler and just try to smash the penguin bat with, staple it, in the face.
I love it.
To get its attention so that they can work on saving the day.
All right, make that face punching.
That is a 9.
All right, so you rush forward, stapler in hand. The thing is, this penguin bat wasn't expecting it. Who does this? As you actually successfully staple a few parts of it, and it looks like in shock at you, and then just takes a wing and smashes you off to the side as you roll and hit a few things, and you take another point of harm as you bounce into one of the cabinets that has a bunch of awards in it for Frankenfurter, not for Nepo Baby. There's no awards. And so maybe a participation one, and then everyone gets mad and oh, you got the participation awards. Well, you made the participation awards and then gave them to us. Anyways, that's another conversation. So you are rolling, you hit that, and we look over as the two of you hit these buttons. Water starts pouring in. It puts out a few of the fires that are already there as the room is starting to flood. Water is starting to move out of the open doorway that you walk, because you never just open doors casually. You kick them open. So water is flooding out of there. And the penguin is now looking at all of you. It's furious as it's throwing up more fire, and the fire is sizzling in the water, bubbling it up. What do you all do?
Is the water affecting the penguin besides its vomit? Is it its bullet wounds, or it's
definitely any of the magma that's pouring out of it through its open wounds? It is hitting down into the water and cooling off pretty quick. So at the very least, you've stopped immediate fires in here, and it seems to sort of dampened its abilities a little.
Thank you. Okay.
Can't swim.
What, you can't swim? Oh, no.
I can swim if I want to.
I just never bothered to learn it. Yeah.
Oh,
I get that.
Big and tall. You can walk through the water. You're a big boy. It's okay.
I'm going to lose a lot of spiders that going through here now. I'm thinking one last thing, just to kind of maybe try and keep Frankenfurt from moving. Ronnie is going to get the phantom candelabra out and just kind of try and just encircle it while the water is rising to kind of make a water fire ring.
Oh, okay. Roll to use that item.
The spiders don't like me using this, but here we go. Well, that is a 4.
I love it. How much hit points do you have left, Ronnie?
Ronnie has 5.
Okay. So you start rushing around with this, and you're creating this little crackling fire circle around the penguin as you're getting ready, and then something happens. The spiders are agitated, and they just start
Oh, no.
biting into you. And as you like reflexively try to push the spiders away, the candelabra catches onto you. Some of your hair, or you're bald. It's like some of your skin starts to actually light because it's been infused with so much of that spider silk. And so your back catches on fire, but it's not normal fire. And the spiders are agitated, so they're biting you. You're burning on your back. So you currently take 3 harm from this, but you're still alive. You're still feeling it. Still feeling good. And
I'm still Ronnie, but I'm now hot Ronnie.
the
Lucas,
penguin.
can you remind me what my howling mask does?
Yeah, so if you put it on your face, you can go ahead and melt that face to scream more. But basically, it is a terror effect on people, creatures, things. Maybe scare a tree. I don't know. Whatever is something that you want to do.
Take that face off.
Yeah, like the famous Nicolas Cage movie.
Not yet. Not yet.
All right, so this it breathes in as its penguin chest puffs up and then breathes out. All this fire just rages towards all of you, aside from Ronnie, who's currently trying to put a fire out on his back. So I
Rolling
need
in the water.
all of you tell me what do you want to roll and how do you want to avoid this blast of flame from this creature?
I'm gonna pull up the participation trophies and just try to block it with the trophy. I mean, that's like a big one, like a big square trophy. Like great job existing. Like I guess that's physical prowess. Holding that in front of me. Yeah. So, that is a 6.
Nice.
Captain Trip Testicles does a cool action dive under the water, like you see in movies where they're getting out of the way of an explosion just in time.
Okay. And Karen?
Miss Karen is gonna do the normal teacher thing of, okay, well, and she's just gonna start backing up in that very like quick movement because she's seen a bunch of throw up before. Let's see. So I'd say that it's face punching. I got a 9 plus 3.
Okay, so 12. And Captain?
Oh, I got another 16.
All right, so the two of you quickly get out of the way of these flames, and you stand there, Norman. You lift up this trophy, but of course they use the cheapest materials for this trophy. As you feel the flames of the superior sibling burn through the inferior sibling's trophy and coat you as you are taking another 2 points of harm from this. Ronnie, while this fire is burning, you're putting it out, you start to see like waves happening in your vision as you begin to hallucinate. You're looking over, and it looks like the spider queen is possibly inside the penguin.
Your Majesty, what are you doing here? It's too much fire and water.
Ronnie, I don't wish to be in here anymore. Release me.
Oh, are you in prison again?
Release me and I shall take you for your chicken nuggies.
Oh, the good kind. Like the really good kind. Okay.
I'll allow you to have a soda as long as you're not too hyper afterwards.
No promises. And yeah, like says, like just leap out of the water and try and just, I don't know, like just tear a hole. Like I guess like try and find an opening to try and just tear it open to free the Spider Queen.
Yeah, I mean, you could make an opening. I mean, I'm sure you have some sort of sharp implement on you or around here. There's definitely like a little penknife to open.
Oh yeah, is there like
CEO letters.
a little letter opener?
Yeah.
Just grab that and just try and like I'll free you, Your Majesty. Don't you worry.
So you all hear Ronnie doing this. Ronnie, why don't you go ahead and roll that for me?
Just after that, screaming, "Chicken nuggies!" Woo. Please get me a high number. That's a 9.
All right, so Ronnie is just stabbing the hell out of this penguin, and just like fire is ripping out of it, lava is pouring out, is burning your hand. Your hand like seals, just completely covered in this rock. It's like you dunk it in some water, but you are cutting it open, and in your mind, you're freeing the queen, but it is just maiming you. The rest of you, what do you do?
So, how is the penguin still huge and standing?
Yeah, it's kind of trying to get Ronnie off its back, but it seems distracted at the very least.
Oh no.
Am I still here?
No, yeah.
Oh,
I think I'm still here.
I think we might have lost
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Ah, it's Natalie. Yeah.
no!
No.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh no, and then
Oh, you're back. Welcome back.
are you? Maybe.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
How about you two? What would you two like to do while Natalie fights the moon?
Oh well, Captain Trip-tastically is bursts out of the water. And like, get the fire sprayed on him. He might have peed himself a little. But luckily he's all wet, so he can't really tell.
There's that little worm spot, but no one knows about it.
It's that Predator
Yes,
moment
but
when
the
Arnold
worst-
like rips out of the water.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like he comes up and everything, and he's out of ammo. He's burned it all. All he's got is a knife, and he's just watching Ronnie stab this thing and getting burned.
Chicken nuggies.
I don't want to die. I don't want to stab it. So he grabs he starts like feeling around his pockets, like looking for any spare magazine he might have, and then feels that rope. He's like, religious artifact, and he makes a quick lasso, and he's gonna try to lasso the vague religious artifact.
And as we know, since it is a religious artifact, it has a rather unique religious shape to it.
Yep.
So making it easier to lasso.
So,
Slightly
that's
just
what
thin.
I'm gonna try to do.
All right, so you go ahead and roll that for me, and we'll jump over to the other two. Norman and
what
Karen.
am I rolling?
I was gonna do the same thing, so I'm gonna just, I don't know, I'm gonna wait to support Captain Testicles. Once he gets it wrapped, she's gonna surprisingly strong try and assist.
I would say
I don't need a woman.
Okay, I'm gonna cheer him on.
I would say if you're trying to like kind of like it's
Wait,
moving
don't
its
go.
head around, you're trying to like sort of get it. Maybe this would fall under science.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're using physics here. You're trying to
Yeah,
triangulate.
try to like tie a good knot.
Yeah.
You only know one slip knot, and that's all you can do.
Well, that's 6.
All right, so you're aiming for it, right? And then Karen comes up like, "Oh, I'll help you." And you're like, I don't need a woman. As you fling the rope and it just catches around Ronnie, and you just yank.
I got it.
And so you pull as hard as you can. Ronnie's going like flailing off this thing, and as you release it from its pain, it turns towards you and then just like bites down, and this like swift peck as it bites down onto your wounded shoulder, and just it has its bat teeth inside the penguin mouth, and just sinks these teeth into you, and that'll be 2 harm. As it is currently chomped down on you, Captain.
Oh, my curling arm.
Karen and Norman.
Since I'm so close and I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to help you here. I do want
I
to try
don't
and
need
grab
no
that
woman.
relic and just kind of pull it out of the head.
So are you gonna try to like, climb up and like just pull it out? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Well, since it's kind of leaning down and I can just kind of grab it and use my weight against it.
Yeah.
So would that be science for physics or face punching?
I think at this point it'd be face punching because it's physical prowess of ripping it out of its skull.
I finally got my bad roll. I have a 5.
Oh, no.
You grab onto this religious artifact. Its unique religious shape sends this religious energy through you, and it says, "Ah, my child, you have finally made contact with your truest of faith. Listen to my words of kindness, my words of benevolence, and instill death upon all of our enemies, which is everyone not in the religion." And it is going to try to give you the gift of lava. Unfortunately, you have a human body. It's not really compatible, like Frankenfurter. So you are going to be taking 2 points of harm as just this lava starts leaking out onto your arms.
Save us, Norman.
All right, Norman.
So Norman is going to pull out the big guns, do the thing that Norman knows how to do best as an administrative assistant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get in the CEO's rolly chair, and we're going to office joust. And I'm going to rush that chair and jump on it at full speed to try and knock the penguin bat over as fast as I can.
Beautiful.
So I assume that's face punch.
Yeah.
And that's an 8. That's an 8 is what I got.
So you grab onto this chair. It's high quality. It's the good stuff. And you just start rushing forwards it, jumping onto the chair, swinging your stapler in the air as you hit into the side, like the neck of this penguin bat, as it lets go of the captain. But you go tumbling off this chair, and just like the penguin bat is flailing around, and it scratches right across your face, and you're taking another point of harm as Blackclaw grabs onto you. Ronnie, are you at 1 hit point?
Actually, that's it for me. So I fall to the ground off the chair, and I grab my badge off my chest, and I hold it out to Captain Tripp and say, "Remember me,
Norman.
normally forgettable,"
No.
and hand my badge away.
I forget you.
As you hand your badge off, and your camera falls from your hands, it takes one last picture. It's an office birthday party. They finally remembered your birthday. And it shows everyone's there laughing with you. They got a cake. They remembered your age, which was nice. This is a first. You look at this photo as it just sort of floats in the water, as you feel the rest of your life escape you. Captain, is this the first badge you've ever been given?
Yes. Trip Testicles isn't even a captain. He was never in the Marines.
I would never.
But Ronnie, you're also at 1 hit point, right?
I don't think you mentioned if I took any damage, but I assume I was supposed to when I got my hands burned, so I would be, yes.
Okay. Right now, you see this, like you hit down into the water. It sort of snaps you out of your hallucination as you see Norm lose the last of his life force. This penguin bat is flailing, and there's wounds all over it. You can no longer hear the Spider Queen's voice. And you have a rope tied around you that I feel like the captain is still holding on to the other end.
Yeah, just looking down at this badge.
Oh, I didn't realise I was the sacrifice this week. Oh, wait a minute, Spider Queen's already in the interdimensional prison. Oh.
No nuggies for you.
No, the nugget. And just seeing Norm just like, oh, not Norm. It was so nice. I guess just I don't really know what to do with this, but they take the sort of quasi noose off of Ronnie's neck, and he's gonna try and I'm gonna try and rodeo this fat creature. I'm gonna basically take the noose, try and wrap it around its neck, and then try and just like
Yeah,
ride it.
I'm sure this will go well.
I'm sure this is like Ronnie's possible last hurrah, pulling himself, shakily up, and is like, well, you're gonna go out, you might as well go out riding. That's what Mama McDougal always says. Yeah, I'm gonna just try. I'm assuming face punch.
I guess, yeah, you're climbing up onto this thing.
Come on, this is the moment where I give me a something. A 7.
You get up there. You put this rope onto this creature as it's trying to right itself. You're on its shoulders. Captain, you still have the rope in your hand. As you feel it, the noose gets put over the penguin, and you're on it. You grab onto its bat head with the bat fur, and you look down as you see all your companions. You feel yourself sort of slip on there. You reach out with your other hand to grab onto the bat, but it's all just molten rock.
Oh no!
As you're falling backwards, you see this little tail of the penguin just sort of flicking as you see the water approaching you faster and faster. A penguin foot kicks back, hitting right into you. You feel way too many things break as your body just ragdolls across the room. You splat onto the wall and just sort of smear down. And as you hit the water, your vision fading, red going over.
Come, free me. Use your soul.
As the Spider Queen beckons you into the next world, World 2. And you head on, Ronnie.
The rest
World
of them
2,
would
level
see.
1.
That's
We're all
right.
stuck on level 1. The rest of them would just see. I mean, you said everything broke. The many things that broke were obviously the thousands of spider eggs that were living in Ronnie's stomach. So just hundreds of spider babies are now just dancing across the water.
Yeah, they're doing that thing where all the spiders sort of climb together and they form that like ball that floats, like ants do sometimes as well.
Yeah, that's Ronnie. That's why he's left.
All right, Captain, Garen. This penguin has a rope around it. It's heavily wounded.
Captain Trip Testicles, or should I just say Mr. Trip Testicles? He's feeling powerless. All his friends, and he can say that his friends, they're dying. He has to do something. He has to regain a sense of control, and what better way to do that than adding another facsimile of false power? And he pulls out the crown and hey, got time to bleed. And he puts it on his head.
The crown
Intestically.
instantly infiltrates your mind, and you feel as you are pulled away, there is this old corrugated iron throne that sits before you, and this skeleton is leaning forward on it as it stares at you. You are so small before it. It leans closer.
Tripathy. Finally arrived. Are you here for the respect of your child? Are you here to have every weekend, not every second? Or are you here so the gains stop leaving?
Trip Testicles thinks of Billy. He thinks of the gains. He thinks of his desperate fear of dying. He says, I want it all. I deserve it. I put in the work. I've invested.
Then take all that you deserve.
And it holds its hand out for you to do the predator handshake.
Slaps right in there. And I imagine it's the opposite of what he did with Kyle last time.
Yeah, you
A
feel
thunder crash.
you feel as the gains are permanent in your body. No more will you have to constantly consume all these powders as well as work out eternally. The gains are just there to stay. This camera crew busts in through the room and they're recording as we see the little caption, "Brave hero defends the town against penguin bats." And your child is
everything I've ever
watching on the phone going, "Whoa."
Oh, that's my dad.
That's my dad.
The other soccer kids who
respect him.
the other soccer kids who are equally not picked up by their respective parents are all watching on the phone.
Whoa, that's your dad, Billy? Holy cow. So cool.
Wish my dad was cool like that. Oh my
I wish
gosh.
my dad was cool.
And Trip Testicles, now a captain.
Now a king.
He starts to feel a tear coming on, but he squeezes it back in because he knows real men don't cry. He's gonna walk up to that big one and he's gonna be like, "You're gonna sit down. You're gonna listen to me, or you're gonna get these two fists."
It shrieks in your direction.
Trip is gonna punch it
Yeah.
right in the beak.
Roll, you get a +2 from the crown. Meanwhile, Karen, what are you up to?
She is now trying to continuingly. So she's probably back in the water now, but her eyes are on that statue, that relic, and she wants it. Because she's always been scared of that mask. Because again, the face, and you need a face.
Right.
But what if she could trade? She's gonna trade that. So while she's watching him have his moment, she's gonna get out more rope. Everyone has rope. Yep. And begin fashioning like a macrame net or some kind of trap. So once Trip takes care of it, she's gonna go ahead and get that relic and return it to the tower, and see if she's kind of managing in her brain how she could figure out how to trade that new relic for the old one she already had.
Oh, do you want to?
Very, very excited for this.
I'd say there's probably 2 rolls here. We have science to use your rope to do what you want, and then I'd say occultism if you want to try to have some sort of swap of power.
Well, I got a 6 on the science, so not great.
Nice.
And then occult, another 6.
Ooh.
How much HP you have?
6.
Okay.
666, baby.
So you take this rope, your contraption, as Trip is heading up. Trip, what did you get for your punching?
Oh, 11.
You start just punching this bat penguin as you're just roaring out. You're so secure in your masculinity and all its toxicity as you're just hitting down. You have actual reverse tear ducts. They're bringing water into your body and hydrating you as you're punching
Everything I've ever done was right.
And
My ex-wife is wrong. She's the one who's
My
wrong.
kid really does love me.
and you throw this rope, Karen, as it just sort of like tangles up with Trip, who is like trying to get rid of it. And you're like rushing, you're like, oh, fuck it. You trying to rush
I
past
don't
Trip.
need a woman.
And Trip, you take the rope off and throw it, but you have this incredible strength gifted to you from the Skeleton King. As you just swing this rope with so much force, it just cracks you in the side as you feel like a snap of one of your ribs, Karen, as you take 2 harm. You rush towards the religious artifact and you take out your mask and you're looking at the two of them. You don't want this mask anymore. Why do they give you this mask? You grab onto religious artifact and you take the mask and you try to force it onto this penguin. You feel the burn from the artifact as more of this lava is coating your hand. You can see the bone structure underneath and you force this mask onto the penguin and it's starting to melt like a part of its head, but then it starts to melt your hand as there's just too much cursed energy and it's sort of rattling around and blasts you back for 3 harm. But your mask is still stuck, melted onto that penguin's head as it's just getting punched again and again.
Oh no.
Was the penguin getting louder?
It is getting a little bit loud, but it looks like it's just almost done. It's trying to lift itself up, and you're just screaming out more and more as you're hitting this penguin. And you don't notice, but what you see, Karen, as you're just trying to hold yourself out of this water, is blood is pouring out of Captain's eyes, mouth, nose, and ears. It's just hitting down. There's like little spurts of blood. These muscles, too swole, too yoked. The compression is actually causing problems on the veins going through.
I can feel myself getting more powerful.
And so Captain's actually flexing the blood out of their body, just hitting this creature.
Impurities. Get the impurities out.
That's right. Did you know blood's just useless water weight? Get rid of that. You just keep hitting down. And this penguin starts to shriek as the mask is like melting its face off and its beak is starting to like twist a little bit to the side. The two of you, one last action. What do you each want to do?
I have a very important question. What sound does the penguin bat make?
So would it make a penguin shriek or would it be a bat? You know what? I think it's probably gonna... It's a penguin beak but a bat face. So it'd probably be a bat shriek.
Screechy squeak.
And then it's amplified by the mask.
Okay. Thank you. That's why I needed to know.
I was just imagining the penguins from Mario 64. You know, that very particular noise they made.
8 of those things. Huh. Trip, what you doing? You don't want my help.
I don't need no woman.
Mm-mm.
As he's slowly turning into Tetsuo from Akira.
And I think like as this penguin's on its last legs, Trip stands up on his chest and like rips off his torn shirt so everybody can just see his pulsating weird muscles. That didn't look that great to begin with. Like they were a bit much, and they
but now they're like
focusing in like all the wrong areas.
It's
so,
all
like,
Logan
it's
dehydrated as you're
yeah.
there.
So yeah, no, it's super toned, so you can see every little bump. And he's like, he puts on his Oakleys again. You don't know where he took them off or where he got, but he's powerful now. He says, everyone respects me. They don't respect you. I win. And he takes the knife. He's like, I've got a really big knife. He's starting to get gassed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a really big knife. Cause I'm a really big man. I'm the best. My ex-wife's so mad that she left me. And my kid loves me. Thinks that I'm cool. You know those jerks on the internet? They ruined the day. That could have been a Navy SEAL. I just didn't want to.
Karen is now starting to chant. Testicles, testicles,
I don't
testicles.
need no woman. And he
Trip
takes
needs a
this
hug.
knife. He's like, fuck you, penguin bat. Go to hell. He stabs it right in the heart.
It shrieks out, roaring. Go ahead, roll me that face punch.
That is another 11.
All right, and Karen.
To be fair, I'm getting +7 now on that roll.
Let's see.
Let's see. Again, Karen has lost all care for this whole operation.
Mm-hmm.
She has been traded her mind, so she's going to look around the office for something that she can wrap that artifact up in.
There's a
She
very, very expensive designer coat.
Okay. She's going to, while Trip is having his moment, she's going to go wrap that thing up and kind of just start carrying it away.
All right, make me another occult check.
Yes. Oh boy, I'm excited. Okay. That is an 11.
All right, so you just sort of pull it out as it just makes this sound as the face and head are melting. You stab down into its heart. It shrieks out one last time. How many hit points do the two of you have?
6.
1 and 6. You start carrying this artifact away. It lets out that shriek from your mask. It ruins your hearing as you're there, Trip. And you stop. You grab onto the doorway. You're holding onto the artifact. And the artifact whispers, "I can protect you, my child."
But if I give over, I lose that hit point, don't I? Oh, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice my need to work with children as a teacher.
You feel this lava burn up in you, and it just like spews out of your mouth, creating this almost shield around your head as this reverberation is going. Trip, you have lost so much blood, and this just hits you, and the crown gets knocked off your head as it rolls into the water. You hit down onto the ground. You flex so hard when you hit. You feel things just break inside of you as you're lying there. You aren't dead, Trip, but you're not moving at all.
Games.
You are both quickly rushed out as this building is flooding / burning. Camera crew is following along, filming, and you're brought to the station wagon as it pulls up. Billy's inside, waving at you.
Billy. My boy.
Oh, children. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the front seat. You can go sit with your kid.
You sit, both of you are, well,
Cradling
Tripathy, you're
mom
more
right now.
placed in to the back in so much pain. You're barely holding on. And
Sure, I'm fine.
you're talking there through pained gasps as everything's broken. And meanwhile, in the front seat, you are sitting up there, Karen, with this religious artifact as the car starts taking away. It's whispering to you. Your eyes are filled with these flames. And we look back at the water facility. There's a large statue of Moon Water as it turns its head watching the car go. And it lowers its arms in its silly pose. And the camera crew's putting away their stuff. Not today! And it jumps forward, killing the crew. And heading back inside.
The moon!
All right, you did it! Congratulations!
Wow, I'm surprised that Trip technically survived.
Yeah, you had 6 hit points. I was doing 5 points of damage to you, and I was curious how many hit points you had left, and so that left you at 1.
Nice.
So you
God damn.
get to go home
He
with a
is
modicum of
ruined.
respect and ruined perception of reality.
Yep. Oh boy.
We had 2 agents survive the first time. Good job. And 2 of you met
That's no
fantastic
result.
ends. I hope you all had fun today.
Still good.
Oh yeah, loads of fun.
All right, so we have one last thing. Each of you get to implement something that is going to affect the next group. Now, we had a few that popped in that were affecting all of you. There was person in line A got famous and ended up ruining a situation, and a very hungry table broke loose, currently on a rampage. Professor Juniper's mind-controlled politicians have not yet made their mark yet. But we'll go around the table real quick. What would each of you like to implement as like a thorn in the side of the next crew that they have to deal with? And we'll start off with Thomas.
Well, I mean, Ronnie was carrying a lot of spiders.
Nice.
And, well, those spiders aren't happy that Ronnie's dead. So, just an army of angry spiders.
Love it. Nico, what would you like to add for the next group?
I would say because the water treatment plant is broken, there's no more clean water. All of the water is poop water now.
Not poop water.
The world is not doing good. The plants are rising up against them. There's no fast food and now no clean water.
There's poop water everywhere.
Eve.
Well, I think there is now a power crown that's getting passed around that kills people, getting passed around from person to person. Everybody wants a little taste of that power. Just
Hey,
keeps
bro.
putting it on.
You want some good gains? Try this. Just hands it
Yep, but
right
it's a games hat.
So many gym bros.
This is the best shit.
All right. And Natalie, what would you like?
I'm gonna go on the same with Thomas, is that when Karen gets back to her department, she really doesn't care anymore about it. She's all about her artifact and her new cult, also known as Religion A. But it's not a cult. But it is, but it isn't. And so there's invisible lions that she's technically supposed to be taking care of instead of small children.
Mm-hmm.
She maybe 1 or 2 of them might get loose. You know. She's slacking on her job.
Love it. All right. I'm sure the next group will truly appreciate all of these. Looking forward to fun times with invisible lions, a power crown getting passed around, no more clean water, poop water everywhere, and some spiders. So we will see what happens to these dear adventures. Let's go around the table one last time. Anything you want to plug, anything you want to talk about. My name has been Lucas. As you see there, my pronouns are he of him. And you can find me as one of 2 GMs for Escaping Carcosa. We have a wonderful show that is up on YouTube, up on Spotify, all those other podcast places. Leave us some good stars. It helps us survive and grow. And you can listen to our story, which is all about a group of people who are currently trapped in a VR game in 2050 Seattle, and another group of investigators who are trying to break them out. So we have 2 campaigns that are running side by side, a Pathfinder 2E and a Call of Cthulhu, and they are intertwining into one another as they are trying to break out of this game somehow. So it's a lot of fun. We've been making up quite a bit of art. We've been doing some changes for Season 2, which is up on YouTube, and we will be coming back on Saturday with the next episode with our Call of Cthulhu crew. So go ahead and check that out. Thomas.
Yay, I'm Thomas. As I said, he, they. You can find me, occasionally here, elsewhere. And of course, I've got my own actual play podcast, which is Role Performance. That's ROLE Performance. It's on Spotify, it's on iTunes, it's pretty much anywhere where you can find it. We play pretty much every game that I can force my players to play. So, like, say we do D&D, a long-running campaign. We've got like 10 million hit point planet out. I have put them through Space Kings. I've put them through Animon's story. I have a list that is ever growing. So, like, come check us out. And I've got a media recommendation because I want more people to watch it. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Please watch it. It's such a good adaptation for this series. It is well worth the watch.
Nice. Nico.
Hey everyone, I'm Nico, he, him, and I am the DM for A Fool's Quest. Actually, several shows over at the Creative Typo group, but A Fool's Quest is our most popular one. And then I also have an audio drama called The Isfet Archives, which is doing really, really well. And in the immediate future, this weekend, I will actually be at PAX hanging out with a bunch of other creators. So I got invited to go to there. So I'm going to be there this upcoming weekend. So if you want to stop by and say hi, I'll be there all 3 days. And yeah. So foolsquest.com to find all of our stuff. And thanks again, Lucas. This has been fun.
And Eve.
Hello, you can find me over at Lawless Vic on the Twitter. That is Lawless is in crime, Vic is in victory, as well as Lawless Victory on the Blue Sky. Then every Monday at 7 p.m. Central, I am on the Mouse Starter campaign over on the Take Your Roll Twitch channel. Where I'm playing Hazel Burgerstein, a simple city mouse out in the big country looking for adventure. And yeah, I think that's about all I got for right now. New season of Brute Tales of Magic just dropped. Pretty good so far. So, check that out. Are already in their camp.
And Natalie.
This is my second stint on the podcast Twitch things. So my recommendation for everyone else is to make sure you're drinking your moon water. Make sure it's the recycled or purified or spring, not the poop water. But drink some water.
I only tripped up that once. All right. Thank you all for joining us. This has been absolutely lovely. But until next time, we'll be back on Tuesday with another episode of Lost Tower, and we are back on Saturday with Escaping Carcosa. So, Bye now, everyone. Ta-ta.
Bye.